First-time fleet owners or first-time owner-operators, this video is for you. It's basically going over some line items of must-haves while you're out there on the road in order to improve your chances of success. So we're going to go over some of the obvious in the beginning, just in case somebody doesn't know though. You want to always have extra seals because you never know what may arise. You want to be prepared. Flashlights are the obvious. You want to, even though nowadays everybody got a cell phone with a flashlight on it, you always want to back up, and something a little bit stronger enables you to see all the way to the back of the trailer. The worst thing that, you never want to miss that somebody left a couple boxes or a half pallet or something like that. So get one of these bad boys. All right. Now some other things that you can do to help your driver or help yourself out there. You never know when you might pull up to a truck stop and you may have to detach for whatever reason. I don't recommend detaching if you're loaded especially, but in the event something arose and you have to do it, I don't know, maybe 80 bucks for a bad boy like this on Amazon. And what it is a trailer kingpin lock. Comes with a key. It's not gonna prevent everything, but it sure as heck is gonna minimize the opportunity of them taking your trailer. What's gonna happen is if somebody really wants to seal something, they're gonna go for low-hanging fruit and what's an easy grab. So something like that can protect you. 90 bucks saves a missing trailer. I call that a win. Something else that may arise for you guys, a mud flap. You wanna be able to have the mud flap available and the hardware to put it on, but it's gonna avoid you paying that roadside for that, or even worse, TA or something like that. It was gonna charge you an arm and a leg. So if you're a little bit handy, having that mud flap is gonna save the day. Another thing that you can do is have yourself a spare tire, whether it's brand new or what I've seen some of my guys do. Let's say they're changing tires, they'll pick the strongest one, the one that has the most meat on it, and they'll put that in the tire rack on the back. And what they'll do is that's going to be the tire that's going to get them out of that situation in order to avoid to minimize the cost of a roadside call. So that's another thing that you can do to keep you moving, and it's a little bit more efficient than buying a brand new tire out on the road. What some of my guys have also done, you could get this from utility, Wabash, any utility dealer. I don't know, maybe $1.50 a foot. And what's gonna happen here, you're probably never gonna buy more than one of these in your tire trucking career, but it's always good to have. It's better to have it than not have it. Somebody might, sideswipe the trailer or something like that. Now you can replace that tape there on the back of the mud flap. Anything protects you right there. So talking about some damages at shippers and receivers, sometimes these guys are gonna puncture holes in your equipment. I know it totally sucks. But it does happen out there. So depending on the size of it, you can do some things to help yourself out, but you're gonna need a little bit of supplies, and that's what that's gonna cover right here. This stuff here, I don't really recommend that you're using this just by itself, but this rubber flex can help seal that, when you see light coming into the trailer, but you can't really find the exact spot where it's coming from, spray this bad boy up there. And then what I would recommend is with some trailer patch tape, you cover it up. Remember, this isn't just shiny tape. On the inside, it's gonna be this black rubber because it's trailer patch tape. It's really gonna seal that and compound. Get yourself a roll here. It'll last forever, just keep it on the side. The idea there is you're not making a permanent fix out on the road. You're just making the repair good enough to get some home time, and on the home time, you'll make the real repair, but you don't wanna lose a reload to that. You wanna keep moving. Even if they are going to build the shipper or the receiver, you want to make sure that you have these supplies in order to keep moving. Another one that it gets underestimated a lot, tire pressure gauge. You want to make sure you have this, or even better, get yourself an air hose, just like this bad boy here. And then what you do is you buy some of these adapters. You're just going to screw that bad boy onto there. So if you're buying a tire pressure gauge anyway, might as well get one of these. Some of them are digital, other ones are just like this. We're on the air hose now. You can connect that, and if you need some air, you're gonna be able to fill that tire and check your tire pressure, and your source is gonna be through here. All you wanna do is get a glad handle, create that, right? Get yourself a hose that's gonna be long enough in order to reach both axles on the trailer. And what's gonna happen here, obviously, it's not gonna help you on the blowout or anything like that, but sometimes if you don't have the auto inflation system in the back, or your tires need just a little bit more air in order to run, to get that pressure up so you don't mistreat that tire and you run too low and now you're gonna mess up your tire. Again, it's just preventive measures, and this can help you get out of a bind. So the last item I'm going to introduce is going to be the power pack. So this bad boy right here, I'm not saying this one individually, guys. I'm showing this one. This is the one I happen to have that we use to jumpstart the generator. What I'm trying to say is some of my guys have one that is made for trucking, and it's a lot smaller, $300-400. I don't know if it's going to jump your truck if it's completely dead, you know, all batteries, but it's going to get you out of that bind if it's not that bad. So it's always good to have a jump start as well. Other than that, guys, be safe, drive safe. Please put in the comments below if I missed something, anything additional that any owner operator can have in his truck that is inexpensive to purchase and keep there, but it will save you tons of money in the event that you had to do a roadside. All right, guys, be safe and drive safe. Drive safe.